In what ways do you feel that Australian Indigenous people and their communities are being oppressed currently?
Say social oppression. It's the stigma is created around, especially around the white supremacist pages. Quite a few that I follow online.
I've been locked up twice just for being black by Queensland Police. You're walking down the street and they just stop you and they search you and they question you because, like, you know, I'm obviously an Aboriginal person.
It's very prevalent in police custody, for sure. The amount of deaths in custody that we've had just isn't stopping.
They had an apology for the stolen generation like 10 years ago last week.
Yep.
But still Aboriginal children are being taken away from their parents.
And what do you think are some societal attitudes towards Indigenous people, and how do you think these attitudes towards Indigenous Australians have been formed in the first place?
Attitudes towards Indigenous people have pretty much stayed consistent up till, well, at least since we've had our human rights. The only progression is that since Centrelink and such has come through, that we somehow are able to get free cars, free houses, free education, when none of that's actually true.
A big part of it is a lack of education. You know, the kids are growing up listening to what their parents have told them, and they've never met an Aboriginal person, so they believe what their parents are telling them. They're poorly educated, they're lazy, they don't work, which is completely untrue, especially for my family.
How do you think these attitudes affect Indigenous people today?
Trying to find available education, trying to get loans to start a business, just go about your life every step of the way. There is some societal impact that hinders Indigenous people.
I used to think that if I just get really well educated and I work hard and get a really good job, that I'll be treated with respect. It's not the case at all. I still get treated like this sometimes. My relatives say I'll go in to put in an application to rent a house, and then, you know, a week later I'm told I'm not successful. I send my white friend in and they're successful straight away.
Every year there's more and more black youths taking their own lives because just the hardships that they face just for existing. From social behaviours come political behaviours and economics. Yeah.
They're depicted as kind of lesser people.
On social media, I don't really see anything.
I think I'm in a little bit of a bubble with my leftist kind of group of friends.
But like my feed will just be full of like Invasion Day.
As because I'm in the media, I'm exposed to a lot of great Indigenous stories in my position.
I see it's a problem that still needs to be solved, but I also see really strong Indigenous voices as well.
I personally haven't met a lot of Indigenous people.
Well, at my old school, Aboriginal people came in and they talked to us, and we met so many people, and they're so kind and generous.
I've gotten to know some Indigenous people and gone to stay on country with them.
Not a whole lot, no. Like seeing them when I go to Queensland, but it's not positive, you know. See them in the street and stuff.
In my hometown of Narrandera, I was barely aware of the Indigenous people. I've become much more educated about Indigenous Australian through my work in the ABC.
Personally, I had zero contact. I don't remember one Aboriginal person that I went to school with. So it wasn't until in the last 10 years that I actually understood what Original Australia was all about.
At school, we've learned when the first settlers came, they thought of the Aboriginal people as animals, but actually the Aboriginal people were farming and they were using the land in a respectful way, but they were so much more resourceful than we thought they were.
There was a lot of an emphasis on European settlement, and there was still a sense of it being a good thing. There wasn't that much education about Indigenous culture on a deep level.
It was very like Aboriginals are amazing and great, and this is their artwork, and a lot of like excursions and incursions we had.
I basically got nothing at school. It was all European history. There was very little conversation about Indigenous Australia.
Look, history when I was in school was taught from the British colonisers' point of view. History only started here with Captain Cook.